29 for the lead.
Hey, he made his first field goal at 42 level.
Field goal is good. And with 8:05 to go in the fourth, App State takes a 17-14 lead.
Is it on Riverside? No.
What a big-time kick by Michael Hughes. Sent his team up by 3 midway through the fourth quarter.
Nick from State Farm. I really want that personal price plan, so I'll admit it.
Dude, you do not need to get that personal. The State Farm Personal Price Plan simply helps you create an affordable price just for you.
For real?
Who's ready for their jazz bath? No?
Yeah, I got it.
Who was that guy?
Jazz. Call her quick to get a quote today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The all-new 2 for
Do
$5
something.
menu at Summit.
Connect to internet.
Choose a
You're
Fritos chili
offline.
cheese
No.
wrap, small
Yeah,
jumbo
I hear you.
popcorn chicken, or a quarter-pound
Oh
double
shit, it's not
cheeseburger.
letting me
Just
connect.
$5. The 2 for $5
Huh.
menu, only at
Hello. There we go. Okay. Now my mic's on. That's because you're trying on your block computer.
I expect my bed sheets to be as crisp
Yeah, but
as my
it'll go
spreadsheets.
muted.
I'm looking for someone who appreciates high ROIs and even higher RPS.
Can you mute your TV real quick?
Yeah, website blocked. Huh.
Which computer are you trying it on?
Oh, on the block one. Let me try the other one. HTTP.
I can send it to your phone too.
Are you watching the Texas A&M game? Or what?
I had the Tennessee and Pittsburgh game.
No.
Let's check. I sent it to Jat too.
Oh, I see. There you are. See me?
So what do you think of the
Oh, I see. There you are. See me?
visuals?
So what camera is it? Oh, there's a delay.
Yeah. Mute it. Please mute it.
Hold on. Oh, there's a delay. How do I mute it? Hold on.
That's because it's a live stream. Of course, there's a delay.
How do I mute on my?
It's muted. I can't hear it.
No, I turned it. It's not playing.
Oh, turn the volume down.
All right.
So yeah, so I'm just wanting to test the live stream, what it looks like, the quality and everything. I think it looks pretty good, right?
Yeah, but there's no. It's just us up above, right? There's
Say-
no game playing. Is there a game playing?
Yeah, the oh sorry. Well, it's not playing. I can only show the scoreboard.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I mean I can only show the scoreboard, so
And that wouldn't be on. How come you can't do that on Riverside?
No, it's because I'm using a different software to do all these like graphics and everything, and I can't do that on Riverside. So I have this screen, and oh, where'd you go? Not your camera's gone. No. Oh, you have to turn off your camera on Riverside. That's okay. I still have the link. Here it is. So I just sent it to you on Riverside. Go ahead and join that. Yeah. Yep. Camera.
Nothing.
Yep. There you are.
Oh, it's not on my phone yet.
It'll come.
Oh,
So hopefully you can see on the stream, the broadcast on YouTube. I have a couple different screens that I was kind of working with.
so in the blue part would be the game.
Well, again, I can't stream the actual game, but if like we wanted to share like media, like
Oh.
photos or video, like other videos or something,
Yeah.
it'd be in like that area. There's also this is like our normal screen, and then I did this like game screen where you can put the game up top. See, we're a little bit lower on the screen. So I have a few different types of like screens. So if you want to do different style of streams, if you wanted to like react to YouTube videos or something, we could do that as well. Just various
Yeah.
different things.
A whole football season and F1 season and Premier League to start. So
Not a lot of F1 to go though.
yeah, that's true.
Um,
What, 4 races left?
no, 7.
Oh, that's more than I thought. All right, we'll get to bed.
You don't want to watch the end of this Pittsburgh game? Live react.
Oh, well, then I got to change my. I was watching the App State game.
Quarterback just got hurt. Ooh,
Where is it?
that doesn't look good.
I don't have it. Come on, where is it? Whose quarterback got hurt? Oh,
Pitt.
Pitt.
Yeah. Third string quarterback coming in.
Wow, Pitt was 17, Tennessee 24.
Yeah, touchdown difference, but they have it's 4th and goal with the third string QB.
What happened to Yarnell? He's walking around like he's okay. Derek Kyler, that's their third string guy.
Um,
Senior.
no. Oh, they're kicking it.
I was gonna say he looks more like a kicker than the quarterback. That's
Well,
wait, he
they're
was taking snaps though. That must have been the quarterback.
yeah. The guy taking the practice snaps was the quarterback, but they're kicking it instead. I mean, their starters, the ex-USC Keaton Slovis, the transfer. Oh, did it get
You know, I was
tipped?
thinking,
Wow, he made it, but I think he got tipped.
oh, you're ahead of me. Let me see if I can get forward.
So if you go on your stream
Oh,
on the
wait.
bottom, you can click live.
Yeah, it does look like because it didn't have a natural. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, it did get a hand on it, but not enough. Arkansas beat South Carolina. Had 6 rushing touchdowns, I think that said.
Well, you know, it's funny because you know how Ohio State trademarked the
The
or the whatever. I
Yeah.
still don't understand how they got that.
It's
But
insane.
when you think about it, it should have been somebody like USC or South Carolina.
Well, I mean, when you think of one school, it's like everyone says the Ohio State.
Yeah, but
and-
with USC, like when we lived in the South,
yeah.
I kept thinking
eh,
they were talking about the Trojans when I first moved there, and then you know, after
Well, yeah, USC
Gamecocks there.
Southern California won that legal battle over the SC logo.
oh, that's right, they did, huh?
They won the interlocked SC
Just the
battle.
S and the C without
Yeah,
the
the
U, right?
logo. Yeah.
Yeah, because their colors were similar. Although I gotta admit, a Trojan is much more masculine than a Gamecock.
It's interesting. I wonder if there's like some like a map where you can see where the what people know as USC is. Is it like the Mississippi or like USC?
Like if you asked 100 people in each state
Yeah.
what they would say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it probably would be by because like down in Texas, I think they would say Southern
So,
California.
oh yeah,
'cause
Southern
of
California.
all the historic rivalries with
Yeah,
Texas.
yeah. But when you get into SEC territory, you
Although
get South Carolina.
I guarantee you, in Indiana, because of Notre Dame, it's
Yeah.
Southern California.
But once you get into like Alabama, Louisiana, like they
Yeah, the
know South
Carolinas,
Carolina.
Yeah.
So that's actually an interesting like population statistic. It'd be kind of funny.
Yeah, that would be a good survey to do. I wonder how you could do that. That'd be a fun one.
You could actually do no. Yeah, you'd have to just like ask 100 people or 500 people in each state or something.
Well, you'd also want to know where to go. I mean, do you just go to like a Chick-fil-A,
Population
or do
centers
you
or
go to
something.
do you go to a football game, maybe like a high school, or
Yeah.
do you actually go to a university football game and ask people in the crowd? I guarantee you, though, in
Just put it-
California,
Put it on
they
the
do
US
not-
Census.
yeah, in California, they do not know about South Carolina.
No, absolutely not. 100 out of 100 would say Southern California.
Yeah, I mean, all those on the beach surveys in LA where they're interviewing UCLA students and they don't even know who the
Yeah.
first president of the United States is, that kind of thing.
What was the one I saw recently?
That it was bad.
There was one I saw recently that was on
Yeah, it was
TikTok
just
that
on like
was-
last week. TikTok with a guy on the beach and 2 girls from UCLA. I can't remember the question, but it was embarrassing.
Oh, yeah, the one I saw that it was just as bad. This isn't I think an old one that gets reposted a lot, but asking people on Hollywood Boulevard what the Holocaust is.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It just blows my mind.
Or the one where the guy asks about Anne Frank and she thinks Anne Frank is like Hitler or something like that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like the complete opposite.
There's so many of those that it's actually hard to believe they're real. Like they
know.
are because like, and I know that they like edit them to be like,
Well,
only
you wonder
show
how
really
many
bad.
out of how many
Yeah.
interviews do they? But I do know that somebody in San Diego Do you remember? I can't remember what the question was, but he choked and looked like an
No,
idiot.
I don't know. I don't know what you're referencing.
Oh. Are we being recorded right now?
You can text me.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't want to put his name out there.
Yeah, just text me. Yeah, once this game's over, I'll shut down. But I thought we could.
Are you
just
actually
watch.
recording right now?
We're live streaming. Yeah.
Oh. On YouTube?
Yeah,
Hello,
yeah.
everybody.
At that link. Yeah, hello everybody. Tell Jat to
This is
watch.
just a test.
I sent
of
Jat
your-
the link.
This is a test of your Kubu Media stream.
Yep. I sent Jack the link to it, so I was hoping he could find us in chat.
I think he's on a dump run. He's
I
demoing the
know
house.
Jack watches live streams.
Oh, he watches a lot of them.
Should I call him?
No.
You should text him, tell him to. I sent it to him on WhatsApp.
Let's see.
I don't care that it's stream about this topic, but I was talking to you about the Northrop Grumman jobs.
Yeah.
I learned that one of the guys that had emailed me, he's a ex Virginia Tech or a Virginia Tech alumnus and recruiter for them. He had emailed about like a future technical leaders program for like master's graduates and PhD graduates, and I was like looking at the requirements, and I don't meet the requirements.
Oh, really? What's the requirement?
Not for my post graduation stuff. My master's meets the requirements, but my pre graduation doesn't. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
They're really high requirements. Like,
what about if you got your PhD?
No, you have to have undergrad is part of your undergrad
that sucks.
transcripts. I don't know if you see on the camera. You're not in view. I mean, I can move it.
My head's right there.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine, but it's fine.
That's because I got it on another screen. Let me adjust the camera.
Yeah, just do the camera. You're like me. I'm also like leaned back in my chair watching. I mean, this is
So yeah, 12 minutes left. 24-20.
The
Tennessee in the lead.
I don't know if you remember, but 6 years. I think it was 6 years ago. Today was the Tennessee Virginia Tech game at the NASCAR track.
NASCAR track
in Bristol.
Because of COVID, they're not. But yeah, that was a big game.
Largest college football game ever.
But Tech lost, right?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, they're disappointing.
Yeah. Yeah, Tech needs to win today. Like if they don't win today at home under the lights with F-35 flyover.
Yeah, but Boston College is a decent team.
I mean,
they lost to ODU. Come on, ODU. Although I know they have a good program now, an up and coming program.
First or second year in the FBS in the bowl.
Yeah, Virginia Tech's a very compassionate football program. They elevate other schools like JMU, ODU.
Well, I mean,
Liberty.
JMU. Yeah, say JMU has won national championships in recent years, like multiple. So
yeah,
they are like a really good team. But
it's a great university.
Speaking of college football, have you heard about the playoff expansion?
Yeah, they're adding 4 more bowl games?
No, 12-team playoff.
Oh, but aren't they adding some bowl games too?
I don't know about like bowl games. They'll have to expand their like college football playoff number of bowl games, obviously, but they're doing 12 teams. I think the 5 or 6 major conferences, plus the next 6 highest.
Wait, 5 or 6? Are you including the Pac-12 anymore? In that?
Yeah, well, that's where I was like
Jeez.
confused. I think it does include the Pac-12. So I think it's the 6 top conferences, maybe 5, and like no matter their ranking, and then the next highest 6 or 7 teams go to the playoff, and then like the
Yeah,
top
but
teams get a bye, and
I mean the once
prestigious.
powerhouse
Yeah.
Pac-10 or 12, whatever you want to call it these days. I mean, it's been replaced. I mean, the Sun Belt's a better conference than the Pac-12.
No, the
Jeez.
Pac-12 is still a good conference. They're
No.
just not. They're not a
suck.
football conference. They
Well,
dominate in a
no,
lot of other things.
that's what I'm saying. They're not a football conference. I mean, yeah, you can dominate in volleyball and men's water polo, but come on, that's not paying the bills or.
Yeah. It's just yeah. It feels like the program once USC went downhill, the conference did. It was just all on USC shoulders. It feels like.
I mean,
And
isn't
even-
Utah the top seed to take it this year or something like that? I mean, they're.
Yeah. They have been in
And
recent years.
I think they
Well,
just lost.
No, USC is
Oh yeah, you're
at
right.
this point. Yeah.
But I mean, Utah's supposed to be up there as
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
but,
yeah. But even like in
And I
the
like
Oregon,
Utah. I think it's a great school.
yeah, we visited there. It's a really nice campus.
Yeah, gorgeous school, great campus, great fan base.
Even in the glory days of like Oregon with what's his name, the quarterback that went played for the Tennessee Titans. But when they were like really good,
Hawaiian guy.
yeah, when they were like really good for a few years, like it still seemed like the conference itself was like slowly fading. Like
Yeah,
they were
and
just
even when they were
kept it
really
up a
good,
little
they
bit.
weren't really national championship good. They weren't Alabama good. or
They
Clemson
didn't win
good.
those games. They were playing in them, but they didn't win them. They're much like
Right.
Notre Dame. Notre Dame plays in them, but they don't win them.
Yeah,
Like they're the same.
living off
Um,
past history.
But once USC like Pete Carroll era ended, it just like slowly like Oregon held it for a little while, Stanford held it for a little while, but it's just
Well,
it's
in the
starting to
Pac-12,
decline.
it's there's no dynasties. They're like they have 2 good seasons and then they disappear.
Yeah, once with USC.
I mean, USC had
leaving,
dynasties. It was UCLA and basketball, USC and football and baseball. Those days are long
Yeah, and
over.
you had like the Cal Berkeley's had a good season with like Aaron Rodgers when he was there, and
a good season,
and,
yeah.
Marshawn
but not a
Lynch.
nationally great.
No, they were
season.
nationally ranked. They just Cal had a couple good seasons. Stanford's had some BCS seasons, some very competitive seasons.
Hey,
highly
we're
ranked.
West Coast, and I wish I could be proud of the Pac-12.
Yeah. It is sad to see what's like happening. I really don't like understand it, honestly.
I think they have focused on other areas as a school.
Take them down. I got Hooker.
I mean, when you think of football, there's really just there's the ACC and the
That's
SEC.
not even the ACC struggling too, man.
Yeah,
There's
but
been a
still,
lot of-
even when they struggle,
There's been a lot of
they-
rumors with the ACC.
I would love to see a 30 by 30 or some kind of documentary on how the Big Ten got the Pac-12 or
Yeah.
got UCLA,
Got
and,
USC, UCLA.
There's got to be some
Well,
corruption under there
and
somewhere.
the Texas Oklahoma and the SEC.
Yeah,
I want to see how that happened too, because that was
with,
shocked me more.
without the governor of the that sits on the board, without the governor of one of the largest economies in the world knowing anything about it, that's beyond comprehension. And I'm a fan of Gavin Newsom.
Yeah. Ooh.
Wow.
Barely put it through.
Special teams so far this couple of, not just this game, but kind of weak this year so far.
Atrazzi was there. The length of
Wait,
barely
who
made
are
it.
you rooting for in this game?
Neither of them. I hate both of them.
I don't hate Tennessee. I kind of like it. I like
I
the
hate 'em
location
both.
of the school.
I like the school, but as like a Hokie, I have to hate them.
Yeah, I understand that.
They are rivals that we never play because they're so close. Oh, speaking of, we're watching.
Kentucky and though Tennessee are two kind of cool states. I mean,
Kentucky
I
is a
like
weird state. I don't really.
that's why it's kind of cool.
The only thing I like about Kentucky is that's the only place you made
The
bourbon.
horses and bourbon.
Yeah. Yeah. The rest of like Kentucky kind of sucks.
No.
Tennessee as a whole is
Those are
cool.
two states that a lot of Californians, I mean, are leaving for.
Not Kentucky. Tennessee for
Yeah, they
sure.
are.
Kentucky, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people are going to Kentucky too.
Tennessee is far superior to Kentucky. State
That's because
wise.
of Nashville. Or
And Memphis.
it gets all the Chattanooga, Nashville, Memphis.
Dude, actually, the University of Tennessee had like a space program they were recruiting for at the Virginia Tech Aerospace and Defense Intelligence Career Fair.
What town's Tennessee University in? It's the one
Knoxville.
right on the
Knoxville.
Knoxville. Yeah.
Yeah. You're
Not
you're
much
thinking
there,
of
but-
You're thinking of Chattanooga too, on the border with Georgia.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which Chattanooga is a beautiful place.
A lot of Californians going there.
Yeah.
The Highlands.
You know, Chattanooga is the best for internet infrastructure. They have gigabit that is a utility, and it's provided by the city, and it's fantastic.
It's weird though how I mean it's Tennessee, but it's such a Georgia place. It's so close to Georgia.
Yeah. But I was gonna say, so speaking of TV shows, have you watched the
Hey,
new
wait,
stuff?
are you getting these commercials?
Yeah.
Okay.
What commercial are you on?
The bike one
The
for
bicycle. Yeah.
Meta. Yeah. And Modelo.
Yes.
That's right. You sent that thing about Modelo being in Europe, right?
Yeah. Well, is that a Premier League sponsor?
Oh, that's right.
Which there's no Premier League this week. They have postponed the games because
Because
of
of the Queen.
yeah.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, 100%.
No way.
Yeah. They postponed
Ah.
all Premier League games, all English soccer, football.
Oh, I'd
English
be
football.
pissed if I was
Had
traveling
tickets. Yeah.
to Britain and
Oh,
had
yeah.
tickets.
Oh yeah.
Not that I mean, I love the Queen, but even the Queen would say, "Hey, come on, you got to play."
Yeah, it's interesting too, because you have luckily it's not like
Oh
Champions
wait,
League or
college.
anything.
Look at that. SC, USC, Southern California, top 10, right at 10.
Right at 10. Baylor at BYU's gonna be a big game. I can't believe Notre Dame lost to
Oh, I didn't
Marshall.
even. What was the score on that one?
26-14 or something. Man, Texas, I feel bad for Texas. I hate Texas, but man, I would have liked to see them beat Alabama.
I don't hate. I mean, I kind of.
I hate Texas.
I mean, Jack lived there for a while, so.
Yeah, Jack loves them. I hate them. As
Did
a
you
USC
watch
fan,
Wait, did you watch the documentary on talking about Notre Dame Manti?
no, I heard about it, but I
you
didn't
gotta
watch it.
watch it.
Well, so speaking of
cool.
shows, so have you watched the recent Wrexham episodes?
Yeah, I mean, it was more about the town and the people than it was about.
Yeah.
Oh, Caleb Williams is still the SC quarterback, huh?
No,
Seems like he's been there a
just
while.
he just transferred from Oklahoma with their new coach.
Oh, that's why. Okay, that's why I know the
Yeah.
name. I was going, man,
Yeah,
he's been
he-
around a while.
He's at Oklahoma. So Wrexham is great so far. So they started talking about it, I think, in the show, and I think you alluded to this a little bit earlier, but I didn't speak about it. So with the increasing popularity of Wrexham, people want to watch Wrexham play, but the
Yeah.
league they're in won't allow
Televised.
them to stream it online to the world. And
Oh, they
televise
want
it.
to actually. Because of the TV rights.
Yeah, part of it. Like the lead themselves is blocking
Yeah.
the entire wow, that was targeting.
But it is interesting listening to. What are the two owners?
Rob McElhenney and Ryan.
Rob and Ryan talk about
Reynolds.
the hassles of the governmental process was to get things done. You know,
Yeah.
Britain's as bad or worse than the U.S. as far as paperwork. You know,
But yeah, that's been currently Ryan Reynolds' big thing. He wants people to be able to watch the team and they
Yeah.
won't let them. Like they won't.
Well,
let
if you
the
watched
team-
the last episode, it was about there was a segment of it that was about the stands and putting
Yeah.
money into the stadium, and they
Yeah.
couldn't do it because they didn't own the stadium yet, and then they were trying to buy it. And the hassle and the amount of money being lost.
Well, they said the fans now like say it's fine to go to the bathrooms now or stuff like that. Like the
Yeah, but there was a
stand
whole
builders stuff.
bleacher section that had
like,
collapsed, I think,
crumbling,
and
yeah.
weeds and crumbling because the previous owner was a scam artist.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm enjoying the show. It's cool. I think it's really good.
Yeah, I hope they continue it.
Yeah, for
So,
years to come.
like season, yeah.
Um,
Maybe they'll get Ted Lasso as their next coach.
That
That would be a great tie-in to have Ted Lasso
Play Wrexham.
extend a season in that league.
well,
You know,
Ted Lasso's
where
team.
they get relegated down or something happens.
Well, Ted Lasso's team is one below the Premier League, isn't he? No, he's in the
I
Premier
can't
League,
remember.
I think.
I think he's in.
No,
Okay,
no,
so-
they're
so
one below.
They end the season, and whoever takes over, the team drops down all the way to what do they call that league? The National.
The National League.
Whatever their league is in, and then Ted Lasso comes back,
Well, I think.
and
I
they have to play each other. That would be a
well,
great
no, yeah, it'd be
series.
funny if like Ted Lasso's team get relegated again, and then
Yeah,
the Wrexham team
Ryan
gets
gets elevated.
They
so
get elevated
meet-
twice.
yeah.
Yeah. It's a funny Taco Bell commercial. Oh, speaking of soccer and football, two interesting stories I've read about the future of international. So the World Cup in 2030 could be another holiday World Cup like the Qatar one currently, which everyone extremely dislikes. But there was like a partnership between Saudi Arabia, Egypt, and Greece to host like the 2030 World Cup potentially.
So
Weird.
you wouldn't be able to drink at the matches in Saudi Arabia. So Greece would be the place to go to all the games.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I hate to say, but you think of Egypt and Greece as far as like tourism goes recently, like they're not
Greece
great.
is okay.
Yeah, but you have to you can't Athens is not really that nice anymore. It's just like you visit the Parthenon and then
It's
you kind of
cheap
leave.
because they went bankrupt.
Yeah, it's been pretty crime riddled
Yeah.
recently, and Egypt is the same way. Like pickpockets galore and scamming galore. Like it's kind of
That's why you
weird.
have those money belts that you wear inside your shirt.
Yeah.
Don't leave
So
anything at your hotel.
but that's a weird combo of countries, and not one I would vote for because it means another Winter World Cup, which I think everyone hates at this
Well, the
point.
other thing is too. I mean, like this one, it's not just a holiday season, but the fact that you're not going to be able to drink. And I'm not promoting alcohol or alcoholism, but come on, man, it's Premier League.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's World Cup.
Well, so
It's
I learned
supposed to be the biggest part. It's like F1 going to Vegas and not being able.
So
drink.
I
In
learned
fact,
they can
in
drink.
F1 when they go to Abu Dhabi and Saudi Arabia, do they drink?
So what I've learned is I assume this is the same with F1, that they will be able to drink in the stadium during designated times. Once you
that
leave,
means people are going to show up like 4 hours in advance
no,
and stay
they can't.
4 hours.
They can't though. There's only a
Yeah.
certain time frame they can show up and drink. So
But
there's
it's so hypocritical.
It's
Because
horrible.
in Abu Dhabi and Saudi Arabia, the royal family, they drink. It may not be in public, but they drink
Yeah.
and party as much as anybody.
But yeah, it's so dumb. There's so many it doesn't. It's not me, but like if there's a gay national team member, like being gay is illegal there, which is
Yeah, that's what's ironic about
death
all
by
the,
stoning.
Yes,
that kind of stuff is crazy. Like why
in the Western
people
world.
choose.
Oh! Recovered. I'm sorry about the volume.
Did they get it?
On the
Pig got
pod.
it.
They
The
got
the
it.
lawn snapper with the
Oh,
bare hands. That's how you can always tell he's a lawn snapper. He's got bare hands. Wow. Wow.
No,
What a
it is so
muff.
hypocritical of the Western world businesses, sports organizations, they're willing to go to countries and have a World Cup when those countries persecute people that
Yeah. It's a
you
shame
know
that they're doing
it's
this in Qatar. It should not be in Qatar at all.
no.
They just paid a
And
bunch
believe me,
for
if I
it.
got invited to Qatar or Saudi
I'd
Arabia with
go.
the royal, I'd go in a heartbeat
Yeah.
because we
It's
used
the
to
World
live in
Cup.
Iran. We used to live in a Muslim country. I have no problem with that, but it's the same problem I have with NBA, NFL, and China. You know, it's
Well, actually, I was thinking about this. So, England. Also, like when I saw them play Germany in a Nations League match, and I think they may still do it for their national team, but they take a knee before they start the match. I'm curious if they do that.
for what?
The Black Lives Matter and everything. So I'm curious
Yeah.
if they do that during the World Cup in Qatar.
Yeah, they take it, and all of a sudden you have a bunch of people with amputated knees coming back to their
Well,
home
so
countries.
so in Hungary,
Very conservative country.
well, I think I've told you this story before. So they weren't allowed; their fans were not allowed to be in the stadium because of issues they had prior to the game versus England. And so instead of that, I think they invited 40,000 kids to watch the game, and
For like
England
a
did
soccer match.
the
The
their thing.
knee.
They took the knee before they started the game, and the kids berated them for it, probably worse than like adults would.
Adults, yeah.
It was crazy. Hungary's it's a beautiful country. It just stuff like that still happens there.
Yeah, but I mean it's a country that's on the right track as far as
Oh, 3rd and 3 is short.
yeah.
4th down. Are they gonna
That's
go
what's
for it?
ironic about Europe in general. The Eastern Bloc that was so cut off has become more capitalist than the Western countries and the West
I wouldn't
itself.
say capitalist, but they're capitalist, but
Oh, I mean,
they
you'll get
still have
Poland,
very
Hungary, Slovakia.
but
their
they still have
economies
very
are raging.
old outdated values, if you kind of get what I mean.
Oh, I know, but that's what I'm saying is they're more focused on growing their economies than social justice for
But
the name of
they do
social
have
justice.
very discriminatory
Yeah.
stuff, and it's kind of unfortunate. It is unfortunate. Um, I was gonna ask too. Have you seen obviously the big shows that have been released? You're up to date on them?
You mean your fantasy shows of
Yeah, Game of Thrones or House of the Dragons and Lord of the Rings.
House of Dragons? It's easier to follow for me.
Because
So
you've watched
that,
the
yeah, they're more
Game of
recent. And
Thrones,
I actually just downloaded the 3 episodes of,
Lord of the Rings,
yeah,
the Rings of Power episode.
because
So
I
I just
tried
watched
to,
episode
I
3.
watched the first episode and then I thought I watched the second and I was so lost in the third that I
So
downloaded all 3.
yeah, there is a lot of backstory in them, but I will say they feel like when I watch them, they feel epic to watch. Like the latest episode,
Of
they
what?
of Lord of the Rings,
Oh,
of the Rings of Power. The most recent episode, they introduce a new city, and when they like first show the city, it feels so cool to see that, like, this like new city in
that's what
this
throws
world.
me
It's
off is
so
because
cool.
I just remember the original movies with the little midget hobbit guys and the little small cave dwelling things they lived in, or hobbits.
Yeah, the hobbits.
So, and now you have these grand cities, and the CGI is so much better.
Well, there were grand cities in the old one, like
Yeah, I don't
they were
remember.
always
I
there,
wasn't into it.
but like, yeah, it's so cool to see this third episode was cool to see that city. I mean, it was just epic, and like they show like the dwarven city that in the movies is no longer populated by dwarves. There's no one in it. But they show
That's in
it
the TV
in the
show.
height. Yeah, in the TV show they show it during like where it's at its height, and its wealth and people. It's super cool. I enjoy seeing like the settings that they talked about in the movies that I've seen numerous times, and like of the history of that, like the old cities that they talk about. And it's cool seeing the
You do
like
know it's
actually seeing
fantasy,
them.
right? It's all make believe.
Yeah, obviously.
The real cities are you're living in them.
The real
The
cities look nothing like them.
Chesky Kumlovs of the world,
Yeah,
the
smaller scale.
Budapest. Yeah. Well, you could easily have filmed one of these fantasy, taken out all the souvenir shops.
Yeah,
Chesky Kumlov would be a fantasy city,
should pull your mic a little bit
surrounded
closer
by a
to you.
river. What's that?
Pull your mic a little bit closer to you.
Yeah, I've got all these screens, so there you go.
You sounded really far away.
That's because I was.
Yeah.
Well, the Coors Light commercial
Light.
has stayed. That's been a consistent one for a few years now.
Oh, I've not seen that one.
Really, with the
Yeah.
mascots?
I mean, I've been out of the country for a little while.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just think if you were my age and did what you did 30, 40 years ago, you'd be so cut off. You'd be
Yes,
looking
very
for
much.
a letter from mom and dad in
Oh.
a care package.
Oh, I got it. Wow. Big.
So who's a powerhouse in the ACC this year?
Who knows?
Because Clemson's not really there anymore.
I mean,
either.
they're good. Clemson's still good. I think they're top
good.
10, but they're not like the
top 10 in
Clemson
the
and
ACC.
Yeah, I don't think Virginia
hard to
Tech's in
do.
that top 10.
Yeah.
But they're just not like the Clemson we've known of recent years.
Yeah, I really wish Alabama had lost today. That would have been great.
Yeah, oh, that would have been lovely. The favorites, not like single team, but like the top teams are Pittsburgh, obviously, Clemson, North Carolina State, Wake Forest.
Wake Forest?
Yeah, they have a returning like 6-year QB who had 60 touchdowns last year. And today was his first game. I don't know if they won.
6th year, a COVID returning?
Yeah. He's been there he's been in college forever. I don't think he's been at Wake Forest the whole time. But they had a big game today. Big test today, and I don't know if they won. But yeah, Wake Forest. I don't think I think Miami's ranked, but I don't think they're like people think they'll win.
They won today, Miami, but
I see that.
I think
yeah.
Southern Miss gave them a run for their money.
But yeah, the NC State was like rumored to be good, and I think they lost their first game, I want to say.
Well, I wonder what happened in the App State game.
NC State won today.
What about App State? Did they win?
I'm not sure. Wow. Pittsburgh driving with their backup QB.
So,
Washington State won.
Play?
Wow.
Who did FC play last week?
SC played. They dominated. They had 3 pick sixes. I can't remember. No one's significant.
Hey, for those of us that are watching the live stream, this is mainly a test for us.
Yeah.
I mean, the Pitt Tennessee game, I'm
it's
interested,
a big game.
but
2 ranked teams.
It's a big game.
ACC local to Virginia Tech team.
There's no connection with us other than driving through both of the universities, kind of thing.
Dude, the Pitt quarterback, like when he dropped back, he was hobbling.
I saw that.
Crazy.
Hey, yeah.
Speaking of guys that didn't look good on TV, we talked about this earlier. Lee Corso on College Game Day.
Yeah.
Needs to go. His words were like slurring. His sentences didn't make sense.
He's the Biden of college football.
That's such a good comparison. It just it was rough to watch him today. Like I loved.
Yeah, I wonder why they keep, because I mean, even last year, but he wasn't slurring words. He's a charming guy. I love the guy, but
he's
he
great.
gets to a point where it's almost embarrassing. And as an old guy, I want people to tell me, "Hey, you need to
Yeah, I
you
just
need to get
feel
off
I
the
feel
air."
bad for him. Like
Yeah,
he's just someone needs to just tell him it's not it's time. Like he just did not
yeah. I
look
mean,
good on set.
if your family or your good friends won't say, "Hey, Lee," um,
Yeah.
it's starting to get bad. I mean, same
And
with
like
Biden, but
especially with like the addition of Pat McAfee as a full-time
yeah,
guy on the show. Like they added another guy. They still have the other three. It's time for Lee Corso to go because it just did not look healthy today.
that would be a cool job. I mean, you'd
But
definitely
college
be
game
on the
day.
road for
Yeah, you'd
yeah,
be on the road for the entire college
but you'd
football
be going to
season
the greatest parties in college football.
from literally a week ago till mid January.
Yeah,
You'd be on the road. All right, now
course
I'm seeing
commercials
the
back
Coors
on again.
commercial too much.
Yeah, like I still want to go to Old Miss to go to the Grove.
There's definitely a few schools like I'd like to see, like Ohio State game, the Horseshoe.
Yeah, I was gonna go this year,
To what
and
game?
well, I wanted to go to the Notre Dame game, which turned out, man.
Jeez,
But that was too early. I don't want to go when it's super hot out because it just doesn't feel like football. I want to kind of go in that October,
the
November when it's
fall, yeah,
fall.
yeah. But seeing like the
I
Ohio
mean,
State game,
I mean, Notre
Mich-
Dame had a great tailgate.
Michigan would be cool.
Michigan would be cool. Ohio State, Ole Miss, just because I've heard so much about the Grove.
Florida State, I think would kind of be
Pretty much
cool.
any of the
Any SEC,
SEC,
yeah.
ACC, and actually the
Besides like
Big Ten.
Missouri and Tennessee, or Missouri and Vanderbilt, I don't care about them. Kentucky, don't care
Yeah, I
about.
wonder if Vanderbilt has a very good one. I mean, they're kind of a
Prep school.
snobby rich
Yeah,
kid school.
yeah, rich. They played
And it's in
they had
Nashville,
a
so they already have a great downtown
so,
party area. So
Vanderbilt. Who did Vanderbilt play today? They talked about it as Wake Forest. They played Wake Forest
yeah,
today. That's right. One of the guy that was on College Game Day, the guest celebrity, from Top
yeah, he's
Gun.
wearing a yeah.
Yeah, he made a good joke. He's like, talking. They were talking pitch for the Vandy and Wake Forest game, and he's like, I call this the Brooks Brothers Bowl. It's like, yeah,
That's a good one. Yeah,
that's so true.
well, it's kind of like the SC UCLA.
Yeah,
You know, they always called SC the rich kids, but man, UCLA is just as
it's
bad.
both the same.
Yeah,
Oh, do you see? Speaking of
and
like,
UCLA is in a better area of LA.
yeah. Oh,
Although
by a lot.
downtown's improved 100% versus when
Did you
in that
see?
day.
Speaking of like colleges and rich kids, Princeton is extending their free tuition for all students whose families make under 100,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Does that include doctoral candidates?
Yeah. Oh, I am a family of one at this point, so I would qualify. I make
Yeah.
nothing.
No, you're making something on your
A
research.
couple dollars. Yeah.
The and that's the whole thing. Like the student loan debt relief. It's crazy that they did that, but they did nothing to solve the problem.
Yeah, yeah.
So the universities are
fundamentally,
going,
yeah.
great. I'm still getting my money. I'm going to charge more next year, and more kids are going to get into more debt.
Yeah, fundamentally,
forward.
it's not the kid's problem, and people discuss it like it's the kid's problem. But the problem is not with the students taking the loans; it's with the reason why they need to take the loans.
Well,
Like,
they need to get once the government guaranteed loans for college students. That's when tuition skyrocketed.
yeah,
Let's face it. UCSB, where I went, what is it now? Like 40 grand, 42 a year. I don't think I spent
it's
$4,000
not,
for a whole year. I think it's pretty expensive.
It's still a UC, whatever the standard UC tuition is.
Well, no, UC is more expensive than the state schools.
Yeah, but it's
state
still
schools
whatever
are like
the
20, and I think the UCs are in the.
yeah, out of
I
state
don't know.
is 27, in state is 12.
Oh, you able to look it up?
Yeah. Oh wait, university. Yeah. Okay.
And like the Ivy League schools, the fact that Harvard and Yale have billions of dollars, an
Well, that's why
endowments.
Princeton can do that.
Yeah, can do it.
um.
That's why when the alumni association calls, you just hang up.
So
Send me a
so
refund.
UC tuition is 13,752 for um for the universities of California for residents. For non-residents, okay, this is where it gets expensive, but I think it actually makes sense to charge this for non-residents. It's
Well, in a
46,000
way,
for non-residents.
yeah, in a way, yes, but on the other side, no, because I mean, it happened here, and there was a lawsuit at UC Davis where the guy was actually my cab driver years ago. His daughter was enrolled at UC Davis, and then all of a sudden, she got a letter saying she is no longer accepted, de-enrolled. I don't know what they called it, and they actually sued the school. It turned out the school was accepting out of state and out of country applicants because of they
Oh
would get
yeah, I
40
heard about
grand a
that.
year.
Yeah.
And so
I
she
mean,
sued and ended up getting, her
yeah,
her
I understand the price discrepancy because like it should be way cheaper for California residents. But yeah, if they're like, leaning towards accepting out of state for tuition
well,
costs.
it should be like I don't know, between personally I think 3,500 to 650,
But the
6,500 a year for tuition.
the crazy part that I'm touchdown they tie it up. Wow, big drive from the backup, running the ball.
You know what's changed big is the
Wow.
fact that a college athlete now can make money.
Yeah, NIL's crazy. I was gonna say what's interesting about this, looking at these tuition estimations on the University of California website. They have a living on campus
Ooh.
and living off campus comparisons, and like obviously the books and campus fees are all the same,
Oh,
but
it
the
may not be
housing
a
and
touchdown.
meals
Yeah.
on campus 18,700, off campus 15,000. The fact that they estimate it higher to live on campus is crazy to me.
Well, it depends on what university is at.
It's just the general University of California website.
Yeah, but if you were to compare
Yeah,
UC
UCSB.
Santa Barbara
To-
versus UC Merced, there's a vast difference.
Let's see if
I'm
this was a
shocked that
touchdown.
the tuition would be the same.
That's a touchdown. Yeah, it didn't move at all. Yeah, it's well, no, UC tuition is supposed to, I think legally it's the same for every school. But yeah, the slight cost of housing and meals is funny. The fact that they say on campus is more expensive is wild. I don't remember ever seeing that.
That's why the criticism about those dorms that they were building at UCSB.
Yeah, the prison
I'm like,
dorms.
you're lucky they're even building dorms. I mean,
Yeah.
I remember going back east, and everybody who went to school back there were talking about their college experience. And when I said, yeah, we
Review
shared
stands,
rooms,
play stands.
and they were all, what do you mean you shared a room?
Yeah. But yeah, they estimate $73,000 for a non-resident to go to school at a UC school.
So that incentivizes the school to accept all
year.
kinds of out of state.
Crazy. Yeah, the price difference is $35,000.
That's
And that
why
is tuition.
but all of you went out of state to go to university. I mean, you look at going to Minnesota, and in-state and out-of-state was the same, and the housing was just nothing.
My keyboard is
Frozen.
messed up. No.
All right, so it's tied up.
I didn't notice.
Michigan and Hawaii. That's an unusual game.
Yeah. It's a vacation.
Oh, they went to Hawaii?
No, I was thinking if they did a vacation. Yeah, so Hendon Hooker with a little over 2 minutes to win the game for Tennessee.
Actually, there's been some close games today.
Yeah, it's the lovely thing about college football, right? It's always a chance, even for Hawaii against Michigan.
Boy, that would be a great game to have an upset. The Rainbow Warriors rain down on Michigan.
With a less than 1% chance of winning,
That's the game you want to throw $20 on as you walk through the casino in
just
Vegas.
in case.
Hey, are you able to bet in Europe on FanDuel or is it
Yeah, dude, sports betting is mass. Dude, I can go to the gas station across the street and put in bets.
on American football?
I haven't
On
checked
anything?
on like American football. Maybe.
I know
I
they
mean,
had
it's a
that
betting.
sports book at the Proder.
Dude,
Yeah,
it's literally a like an ATM machine for betting. There's two of them in the gas station across the street from me. They're everywhere.
really?
Oh yeah, yeah.
But I wonder
And
what sports. You
the
can't do
dudes
international sports.
the dudes just like sit there in the gas station. They'll like hang out around the betting machine after they place their bets. They'll grab a sandwich and like have a sandwich and just hang out at the gas station. Like inside, it's
Really?
funny. Yeah, it's wild. But yeah, sports betting is massive across Europe, mostly because of football, European football.
Might be massive, but it's not like in the public eye. I
Oh
don't
yeah, it
think.
is.
Really?
There's a sports bet on the main street in Linz, like a storefront.
Down in the
Two
Hopstadt?
two of them actually, not
In the
on the
plaza?
Hauptplatz, but on the Landstrasse, where the pedestrian street.
Oh,
Yeah, why is Pittsburgh giving them these quick outs? Like, what is? Oh, there we go. Made stop.
they're down. Minute 40 left, fourth
They
quarter.
got two timeouts,
27-27.
so they're okay here. They need this first down right here, though. Well, obviously, a third down, 3rd and 5.
They're going to have to go for it. They're out.
Do you see the Italian flag on the back of the helmet?
On where?
Pittsburgh's helmet. They had an Italian
No.
flag. Is he Italian?
You know, I'm missing the Polish festival because of this. Oh!
Oh, he got out.
No, he
Take him
didn't
down.
get out.
4th down.
Hockey jersey.
Well, it's short sleeve, so it's not a hockey sweater.
Well, yeah, it's not a real
It's
one.
a
but
style of one.
Yeah. Wonder if Pitt has a good hockey team. I never hear about them.
No, Boston College does.
And for those of you that said you can hear my breathing, I have a deviated septum, so it's
Do you
just
actually?
life. Yeah, I've
I
had
didn't
like
know
2
that.
surgeries. I mean, they've improved it, but there's not much they can do.
Amazing. Hendon Hooker got out of that. So NFL starting. You think? What do you think is gonna happen in the NFL? Any predictions?
Bills. They look
look good
awesome
on
against the
Thursday.
Rams. Did you watch the Bills-Rams game?
I saw the highlights.
Bills looked
They looked
big
good,
plays. I think the offense I didn't look at the time of possession, but I think the offense, it was big play, go sit on the bench and relax. Let the defense have some time. And then,
You know who?
every time I looked up, it was another big play.
You know who? I'm very curious, and like if I were to pick one NFL team, this would be the team I root for.
Oh, you know what? They all have international flags.
Oh yeah, that's cool. So if they're an international player, that's actually very cool.
How would they be international players?
Well, if they're like from like Italy, like that dude, or his like parents
Or
are
like
Italian.
if you were to play at Virginia Tech, you'd have the Austrian flag.
I don't know exactly what
he's
their
not
thing
born
is.
in Italy.
He could be. He very well could
maybe
be.
he is. Maybe he's a military brat.
Now
Now you got me curious. I kind of want to look at all their helmets.
I saw a Mexican one. I'm pretty sure that was I saw a Mexican one.
I've been in Mexico, man. When a Mexican kid makes it here, he's a star in Mexico. Monterrey Tech.
the team I'm very curious and I think could do very well this year. The Raiders with their new wide receiver pickups. They have a decent defense. Derek Carr's, he's always been solid, but with a wide receiver
He's
core he has
getting
this
old
year, he
though.
could really turn it up.
God, it seems like he's been there forever.
Yeah, but they could.
You
They
ever
could
hear
be
from the Card Boys that you played with?
No,
No.
I don't even know where they're at. They could be Super Bowl contenders in my opinion.
Where's the Super Bowl this year? Is it in Vegas? Don't they have a
No,
Super Bowl
is
coming?
it? It may be actually, yeah.
Yeah, it might be. I think the second year they were going to get it.
Super Bowl this year. F1.
Yeah, so it's
Getting a
probably
baseball
no,
team?
'cause no. Yeah, might get the A's.
Oh, dude, it's a shame what's happened to Oakland.
Yeah, but they brought it on themselves.
Yeah, 100%.
It's
But
kind of the whole California thing.
yeah,
They don't think anybody will make business decisions, so they make it so hard to do business here and
for
survive.
for the like longtime residents, like hardcore Raiders, A's fans, the Warriors. Like I know the Warriors just moved across the bay, but it's like if they moved to another freaking
Yeah, and they moved to
city.
that's a
But-
nice area they moved to for the Bay.
Oh yeah,
Area.
the
It's not
stadium area is
inhabited by a lot of
the arena
homeless,
area
like
is
the-
beautiful.
Yeah, But-
Um,
the planned stadium for the A's looked gorgeous.
Yeah, on the
waterfront. It
Jack
would have
London.
rivaled the Giants stadium, and they sure could have used it. Wow,
Yeah,
so they're
around,
going
like-
for overtime.
around like Jack London Square and everything, that it did look
That would have
beautiful. Like
improved the area
the
so
renderings.
much.
Yeah. It would have been fantastic for Oakland, but Oakland would never. The people who now live in Oakland wouldn't get that done.
Yeah, it's kind of
It'd
a
be like
shame
this in
'cause
Pittsburgh.
Oakland's kind of, I don't want to say a city in decline, but it really is.
Yeah,
Even San Francisco.
It could have been so much, but it feels like it's been like
It's like even San Francisco. Because the connections we have
Yeah.
with the Giants, everybody goes to the game, but nobody stays in the city anymore.
yeah.
Everybody comes home. That's why I think so many of the stadiums around the country, especially college stadiums, are what a great experience.
Yeah, it's
Just
interesting
think,
because you think about all the different college stadiums around the country. Like there are so many stadiums.
yeah,
Like when you actually think about it.
and even like the ones you never think about. I mean, the Gamecock Stadium, that was a pretty cool stadium.
With the train cars.
Yeah, with the train cabooses in the back
cabooses.
for yeah. And then you look at like Notre Dame. The stadium's old, but it's just such steeped in history. And you got the basketball arena across the parking lot. And what's that bar that's right there? So everybody's tailgating in between the two.
Yeah, it's interesting because like there's like two different like stadium experiences based off of like where they're located. Like the Giants stadium and its like location and like
great.
its proximity to being able to like go from work to a game.
Yeah.
Such a cool experience.
Yeah.
And then you have like the parking lot stadiums.
Like Dodger Stadium.
Yeah. Like Dodger Stadium is a terrible experience. I hate Dodger Stadium. Not only do I hate the
Well,
Dodgers, I hate
yeah.
the Dodger Stadium. I know it's
And we got
classic, but-
spoiled by it, and now it's one of the older stadiums, and
Oh,
LA Dodger fans love it.
sucks.
We used to have those tickets right behind Dodger dugout
Yeah.
till my buddy found out they were worth. He wasn't a baseball fan, so we got them all the time, and then he found out how much they were worth and sold it to a broker. But it's an asphalt stadium, and I don't know who told me this, and I've been meaning to look it up, but they said originally Dodger Stadium was going to be the first drive-in baseball stadium. So they designed the stadium that you could watch the game in your
What?
car. And now that I look at the stadium and think about all the freaking asphalt around it and why it's always so hot, I go, I can see it. I don't believe what he told me, but I've got to go back and look at the plans of Dodger Stadium and
It's-
see if that was true.
I don't understand how anyone likes it besides the historic aspect of it, because it
Yeah.
is such a bad stadium. Like how they got the All-Star game boggles my mind.
Yeah.
Like, and how like the Giants don't get it more often or something, but a horrible stadium experience. And I think you know
Yeah.
what's
I mean, the architectural firm that did the Giant Stadium and did Baltimore Stadium and did South Carolina's baseball stadium. I can't remember who the firm is, but they do great baseball stadiums.
but yeah, I think another very underrated stadium. We've both obviously been to this one, but Petco, San
Petco,
Diego,
yeah.
similar to Giants. Like these, I think downtown stadiums are so cool. And I wish more stadiums would be like downtown stadiums.
Yeah, just like I mean, kind of like the Cubbies were, in San Diego, Petco, you can stay at one of the hotels.
Yeah, and it connects like that one of the
Yeah,
one
the
hotel
one,
is
the Omni, I
connected.
think connects, and then
Yeah,
the Indigo, I think it's still an Indigo. You can actually sit on the bar on the
like if
seventh
there's
floor and watch a game.
if they have like if a team has an opportunity to build a downtown stadium like that, those experiences are way better. It's like I've never been to it, but I know like National Stadium in DC. It's outside of DC, and I say outside. That's the detriment. I know it's a beautiful stadium and people love the stadium itself,
Yeah, I don't.
but
It's
imagining
just too hard to get to, and it's nothing around it.
yeah, but imagine it like in like I
DC
don't remember
somewhere.
like the DC Wharf area. Like if it was
Yeah,
like in the DC Wharf area,
or even just
insane.
across the river or
Yeah,
something.
right across the river would be such a
And you could,
different and
yeah.
incredible experience. But the fact that it's just
San
like
San
out,
Diego just needs a championship team.
yeah, they have potential this year. I
Yeah,
mean, they look good. They look good.
that's why I think that when the Chargers moving to LA was a huge
Yeah,
mistake.
terrible
But that's
mistake.
just my
Continues to
opinion.
be a bad mistake.
Yeah.
Like the Rams made okay
Well,
sense. I think it
well,
sucked
the
for St.
Rams should
Louis.
never have left LA.
Yeah, it
That
sucked
was their
for St.
problem.
Louis, but like the Rams being in LA is fine. Like LA needs a
Yeah,
football team, and it's the
yeah.
Rams. But
It always was and always
the
should
Chargers
have
being
been.
there is the dumbest thing they could have ever. It made zero sense to me. I didn't understand it at all, and I
Yeah,
still
but
don't.
the NFL, everybody thinks LA needs two football teams because of the population base.
No.
Let's face it,
Oh,
it's Southern. Ooh, score.
touchdown.
It's
And then
over,
after,
man.
it's not over.
That's overtime.
It's
Yeah.
overtime. Yeah, so they get a chance.
Oh, holding.
Yeah, holding. You know it. Oh, that's gonna make it tough to store.
Where is it? Where's the hold?
Right there.
Oh, basically
He
tackled the guy,
hooked
fell
him.
on him.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah.
tackled him. That is, yeah. That's a flag. Sorry, yeah, if you don't see that's 27-27 on the storyboard above me. It's not in the fourth quarter. Let me update that. Sorry.
So
We're
that
in
pub at
overtime.
Lens, do they show American football? Do they have access to college? No, they don't.
Yeah, they have all the channels and stuff. But they don't show college football. Because usually it's Premier League
2 a.m.
day.
Oh.
No, Premier League is normally on, but
Oh, well, they
oh
scored again.
wow, I stored it in.
That was easy.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's embarrassing, buddy.
yeah.
Lack of coverage.
Yeah, they'll because Saturdays are usually big Premier League days and other football.
That chest bump almost cost him his knee.
But they do show like I went regularly to watch NFL football Sunday nights at the pub. They'd regularly show it there because the NFL is definitely big here. I don't know if I told you at the Munich NFL game. It's
What? Yeah, it's like super
completely
expensive.
sold out and very expensive.
Yeah.
800 euros a ticket, which is like crazy.
Hey, NFL, you should send Carson a media badge.
Yeah,
No
that'd be
podcast
nice.
from there.
I would cover anything you want me to there. Tampa Bay and Seattle playing in Munich, and even the
Tampa
games in
Bay?
England are sold out and expensive. The Munich, Tampa Bay being here is pretty big because that's Tom Brady.
Tom Brady, it seems like
Giselle back to Germany. Although
that's true. That would be
they've
a
had
big draw.
some marital troubles. Have you heard about that?
No, is that what the? I haven't really followed it.
Yeah,
So that's
like
what the
they
deal
split.
is?
He went to like Costa Rica. And when he came back, she's living in Miami. He's in Tampa.
Just this week, the last few weeks.
Since he came back from like Costa Rica, Tom Brady went to Costa Rica for like some time off in prep, while they're prepping for the season, which is crazy,
And their kids are kind of teenagers now too.
Yeah, that's what they were talking about. Like his son's a freshman in high school playing football.
And
He's
another celebrity couple.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, his kids
just
are
not
like
normal lives.
pretty grown.
Giselle's still a model, or she just?
Yeah, she does. I mean, yeah, not like full time or anything, but she's still a celebrity and whatnot.
Oh wow, this kid.
Oh my
Wow.
god, did he catch that?
Yeah.
I want to see this review.
So it's overtime, folks.
Wow, that is one of those plays where you just like.
And Tennessee scored, and then Pitt is knocking on the door.
Is his heel?
Oh no, his heel's out. Oh no,
yeah.
So is it where the ball of the foot comes down first?
And no, it doesn't. If it doesn't matter at all. He's out of bounds. It's like if any part at any point.
See, his ball of foot comes down, then his heel comes down and touches.
Yeah, but it's the whole foot, and that's out of bounds. It looks out of bounds.
See, when he was playing sideline drills in his front yard with his brother, he never should have dragged his feet more.
Highline cam.
He thought he had it. Yeah.
Yeah, if his right foot is out while his left foot is in, it'd be
Well, wait, his left foot is in. Wait, okay. His left foot is down. Oh no, still in the air. So if his left foot had been down before that heel went out of bounds. They're really looking at it though. Oh, actually maybe his left foot was in.
So if his left foot
across.
If his left foot was down before his heel went down out of bounds and he had possession, it'd be a catch.
Ooh.
Yeah, so they said the heel was down.
College students.
Virginia Tech game. 8 minutes until the F-35 flyover. It's got to be the best flyover of the day.
After this, I'm signing off.
What?
So what time is it there? 1 a.m.?
1:42 a.m.
Oh shit, you gotta go to bed.
Yeah.
Fork down.
Made some ground up, but still got a little bit to do. The fact that Pitt is fighting in overtime, second string quarterback who is clearly injured himself as well. He looks like he's walking on crutches out there. And they're fighting like this is it's respectable, very respectable.
Yeah, what are they? 17th?
Yeah.
Most Tennessee 24.
24. But again, they're down Keaton Slovis.
Oh, got it. First down.
Inside
the 10.
Wow.
Is the SC Stanford game starting too?
I think it's on right now.
Oh.
It's on ESPN News. We're supposed to start
watching that. What's the NFL series where they focus on a team? It's the Lions this year.
Oh yeah. The Amazon one.
Yeah, what's it called?
I don't know. I watched the Cowboys one last year. I enjoyed it.
Lions coach, man, he's respectable. I don't think I'd want to cross him.
Who is he? Who's their Lions coach this year?
Former player, but I mean, he's a big dude. Came up through. I think he last coached Miami.
Dan Campbell.
Yes.
Man, I have to clean my keyboard tomorrow. That sucks. I hope it's not crap.
Ooh, he's throwing it away.
Done. Yeah. Two more chances to score a touchdown. Best player in the NFL from Pitt. You know who that is?
Oh.
Oh,
QB sack, 30
Ugh.
yard line, man. That's huge.
Jesus.
4th and goal from the 30. He's lucky he didn't get a snap his collarbone on that. Missed a block. Oh. Yeah, that's it. The game's over. It's going to be a hail. Oh, no, it is over.
No, 4th down. Called a timeout.
Oh, I just saw it look like people rushing the field.
Where is the ball at?
On the 30.
I think they gave him a
Yes, that's-
couple of yards for, that
Compassion
was shameful,
yards.
but because they just kept pushing him back. You watched any baseball this year recently?
No. Other than Zach
Yeah.
and Webb.
Aaron Judge made it tied
Yeah.
Roger Maris for
I mean,
the
watch the highlights of that.
Yankees home run record. It's pretty exciting.
Do you remember him getting any press in high school here?
Aaron Judge?
Yeah, I mean, he went to school up the road.
No, he didn't. What?
Yeah, he did. Farm boy.
Where did he go?
I want to say it was one of those rice towns like Williams or
Linden?
yeah, Linden. Oh, now it's over.
Oh, he had a chance too.
Yeah, if it.
Where's Linden High School?
Are you looking it up?
Yeah. Oh, it's outside of Stockton.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like way outside of
Farmtown.
Stockton. Yeah, I had no idea.
Oh, I thought you knew that. Yeah.
No, yeah, that is news to me.
Local boy makes good. Although I don't think he ever mentions Linden much.
That was a great game though, 34-27.
Yeah. Final in OT.
Up here, scoreboard, finally in the OT. Tennessee pulls it out. Pittsburgh
right.
fought hard. Backup quarterback. So they looked okay.
So we're ending our live stream. I've got to get going.
Yeah, so that's it for today. Test live stream, a little over an hour. I think all looks good. Potential for more. Video reacts, sports, Premier League, Bundesliga, Champions League.
All right. I'm closing down, man.
What are you closing down?
Everything.
All right, well, let me end the stream. So, goodbye, stream. Peace out.
Till next time.
Hold on one sec. And stream.
I'll end with a go Hokies. How's that?